Hello, welcome back to Mario Kart Wii. We're in the last episode. We played through the Special Cup on 100cc, and so we're going to be playing through the Shell Cup on 100cc, and we are going to be using Rosalina on the Wario bike. I was gonna say this for Wario, but you know, we unlocked we unlocked Rosalina last time, so we're gonna use Rosalina this time. Manual transmission, of course. So let's just get started with the Shell Cup. Let's do it. I love the fact that the little loom is just bobbing along with Rosalina as we race through. So real quick, let me give you a little bit of an update to what happened last Thursday at the awards ceremony. So, basically, I spent most of that video ranting about Toy Story 4, and at the very end of it, I got a I fell into the river, apparently. Not river, okay. We're gonna need a bolt save. This is not a good start to this race. I got a very apropos comment where somebody asked me, hey, have you seen Toy Story 4 yet? And so my response was, yes, I have. And then the follow-up to that was, well, did you like the movie? And in response to that, I simply said, I had dialogue in Toy Story 3 where Andy says, the thing that makes Woody special is he'll never give up on you. And then in Toy Story 4, that thing happens. So I then followed it up with, I don't think I need to say anything else, because my assumption is that you can figure out why that's stupid without me having to explain it. Apparently that was a silly little explanation, because the response to that was, well, why can't you say anything else about the movie? So I replied politely, the implication is that you can figure out why I hate this movie so much by that set of dialogue alone. And then the response to that was, so you mean there was a scene in the movie that made you so sad? Yeah, no, you can't make this up if you try. Please, yep, you hit the cataquack. Nice job, Diddy Kong. Now, let me not hit the cataquack so I don't eat my words. That'd be great. Please stay away from me. Thank you. Like, I understand that I'm Rosalina and cataquacks and Sumo guys get along real well, but how about we don't? How about we don't screw up this run with a cataquack at the last second? Hey, that's me. Okay, get the bananas out, and then hope I get, like, a shell or something, because I need to skirt ahead in first place the last second. Nope, just bananas. Bananas, okay. So, I just... Well, does this logic not follow that if I say the thing that makes Woody special is he'll never give up on you ever, and then say a thing happens in Toy Story 4 that contradicts that, and the assumption, like, the insinuation there is that that is a blatant contradiction, and is terrible, not that I hate this movie because it makes me sad. I mean, silly little me thought that was an obvious thing, but what you gonna do, I suppose. Of course, that's not the end of the Toy Story 4 stuff that's happened recently. If you saw my Twitter, you may have seen me go on a rant, a little mini rant, where a recommended video popped up to my feed. Words are hard. I apologize. A video popped up into my recommended feed. That is a sentence that I was trying to say. Called Toy Story Forever, and it's basically a montage of everything that happened before Toy Story 4, like paying homage to all the different characters and everything, and like. Up to a certain point, it was kind of nostalgic to somebody who hasn't seen the movies in a while. I can see that, and it was, you know, it's nice to look back and all that. But then, then we get to a part in the video where Andy, there's an audio clip of Andy talking about Woody from Toy Story 3, all while we see like footage of Woody throughout the years. I find it absolutely hilarious that they have played that audio clip, like they're actively talking about how the thing that makes Woody special is that he's never going to give up on you. in a promotional video. I tried to escape it the last second, but I didn't react fast enough. In a promotional video for Toy Story 4. I will never in a million years understand how you can, like, honestly, I think that the person they asked to make that montage wasn't working for Pixar and hadn't seen Toy Story 4 yet, and they're like, you know, I'm just gonna make a montage, I'm not gonna worry about whatever happens in Toy Story 4, because I refuse to believe that somebody who knew what was gonna happen in Toy Story 4 would make that montage and not immediately think to themselves, this is interesting. This doesn't make a whole lot of, like, this is directly contradicting the movie that we're trying to promote. But what you gonna do, I suppose? It's like it's repeating lines from the trilogy that completely invalidate the ending in Toy Story 4, and at that point it's just like, what? And then, as if we hadn't already had enough of Toy Story nonsense, another video that popped up in my recommended feed was, I pulled that green shell out at the last second. What do you mean? That wasn't the video that popped up. The video that popped up was me crashing into a brick wall. No, it wasn't that either. The video was why Toy Story 4 had to end that way. Like, I saw the title and immediately I just wanted to commit big die, because it's just like, seriously? How do you unironically make that claim that Toy Story 4 had to end that way? How do you do that on any day that isn't the 1st of April? How do you I don't know. But then, as the cherry on top, guess who uploaded the video? It was IGN. Now, IGN is very well known for doing 4-minute game reviews, and none of them are good. Some of my favorite examples are Cuphead, which they gave an 8.8, which, you know, most would see as a fairly good score. And mind you, allow me to go into this by saying that I do not think Cuphead is a flawless game. I think it is an amazing game with very few flaws, but they definitely do exist. Some of the run and gun levels rank high on that list of flaws, but they're few and far between, and I will defend it as an amazing game. That being said, one of those flaws is decidedly not that this game is not for everybody. I'm not kidding you, I will put a screenshot on screen right now. Their thing is... in fact, you know what? I know what it says, but I'm gonna make sure I don't misquote them, because I know some IGN fans gonna get pissy at me no matter what I do. But, like, in layman's terms, it said that, yeah, it's a good game, but it may not be for everybody. Let me just pull it up really quickly to make sure I have this. I'll do it over the loading screen so you guys don't have to wait. Quote, Cuphead won't be to everyone's taste, but there's absolutely no doubting its quality. How do you say that and not immediately think to yourself, wow, that was a very stupid thing to say? You could say that for literally any game. Any game on the planet, you can say, look, it's a good game, but it's not for everybody. Yeah, of course it's not for everybody. I'm not gonna go play the Elder Scrolls 5 because it doesn't interest me. I'm not gonna play Fallout 76 because it doesn't interest me. Okay, I shouldn't use that one because Fallout 6 is actually a terrible, terrible, horrible game that nobody should ever buy. I'll use a different one. I'm not gonna buy Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu because it doesn't interest me. I'm not gonna buy... what's another example? I'm not gonna buy Crash Bandicoot because it doesn't interest me. But, like, could you imagine if I made a review, like, if I wrote down a review of the Crash Bandicoot trilogy, or or actually, Team Sonic Racing is a more recent one, I should probably use that one, of Team Sonic Racing, and I said, look, Team Sonic Racing is not a game, isn't a game for everybody, like, everyone's not gonna like it, but it is still a very good game. Could you imagine if I said that? Could you imagine if I said, like, Super Mario Odyssey, which a game I love, by the way, is not for everybody, but it's still a good game. Could you imagine? Because I just, and the thing is, this isn't the first dumb thing that IGN's done in their career, because another stupid thing they did, well, by the way, this you can count this as personal bias if you want. I wouldn't, but I can see if somebody would see it that way. They gave Walking Dead, because The Walking Dead, oh dear, I tried to avoid it last second, I couldn't. The Walking Dead game series means a lot to me, because I essentially grew up with those, I mean, not grew up in the sense that I was there for the launch day, but my transition into high school was largely dependent, like, as I started high school, those games were kind of the thing that I was playing in the meantime, so I want to say helped me through, but that might be an exaggeration, but to something amongst those lines, that they mean a lot to me, so to see Clem's story all the way to the end was really freaking important to me. They gave, that's probably why A New Frontier pissed me off so much, because I think it's, as a season of The Walking Dead, A New Frontier is fine. I may have over-exaggerated a bit back when it first came out. A New Frontier is a decent Walking Dead game. Like, a solid 6 or 7 out of 10. The problem is that they advertised it as you get to play as both Clementine and Javier. Oh, but you don't. That's false advertising. But it's not, because you do get to play as Clementine once per chapter, except in the final one. So, you know, it's technically not false advertising. Please don't sue us. They gave episode 1 of season 3. So, but yeah, final conclusion. As a Walking Dead season, it's fine, decent, but because of the way they mishandled Clementine, like she's barely in it, I just don't care. Like, if they shouldn't have called it season 3. If they called it, if they just called it A New Frontier, I mean, yeah, you're gonna say they did call it A New Frontier, they didn't call it season 3, but they referred to it as season 3. So, if they just said, here's a new take on The Walking Dead with a new family, I'd be like, alright, I'm down for this. It's like what they did with Michonne. But, like, and then maybe you could have Clementine appear, you know, as a surprise, but that's not what you did, Helltale. You kind of just screwed it up in the process. So, whatever. IGN gave episode 1 of that an 8 out of 10. And they gave season 4, like, a 6. And then this episode 2 was a 5. I just... And then I'll talk about the final nail in IGN's coffin at the awards ceremony. You got first place. Star ranking. Okay, so, I say final nail in the coffin. Actually, we're just about out of time. I don't want to waste you guys' time here. We'll talk about this in the next episode. Alright, so that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next time. I hope to catch you all tomorrow for some more Mario Kart Wii. Goodbye.